Hi guys, and welcome to today's video when Fractal Design announces their new power supply lineup. And if you remember, we did a coverage of the Fractal Design ION Plus. We had the 560, 660, 760 and 860p. These were the Platinum editions, fully modular. And today we have something cool, more affordable and still fully modular. These are ION Gold, and we have 550, 650, 750 and 850 watts of fully modular power supply. So today we're going to talk more about these ones instead of the ION Plus Platinum version, and we're going to go with all the cable connectivity that you get with these power supplies, the pricing of course, and we're going to check how the voltages are on 24-pin, 8-pin, SATA, Molex and all the other connections. So let's start with unboxing this ones. I'm going to remove the ION Plus since we already did that one. So the box is basically almost the same as on the ION Plus, but when you open it you get the standard Velcro style, you get the ION Gold user's guide with all the connections and stuff like that. You get the power adapter for your power socket and connecting your power supply to your power source depending on the region. Of course you have the EU, US, UK, Australia, Japan and all the other ones. And first of all, you don't get that special cool looking bag for your cables, but these are all the cables going inside the 850 watts. Now for the power supply, of course, this is it. So let's check it out. We have the 850 watts 80 plus gold power supply that is fully modular, of course. And since I'm mentioning the 850 watts, it's going to be quite interesting because this model precisely and particularly supports basically any card currently on the market, so you could run the 80 plus gold without any issues and worrying about if this would be enough. So when it comes to the power supply, you have 124-pin, which uses on the power supply side 18-pin plus 10-pin connection. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 8-pin for your CPU and for your PCI Express connection, and you have 4 SATA or peripheral connections here as well. On the back side, of course, you get the power socket where you connect your power cable, and you have the on-off switch as well. You have the standard slick design of Fractal Design with the line that kind of resembles to the ION Plus and with the Fractal logo. On the other side you also have the same thing, so you don't have the declaration going on one side covering the good part of the power supply, I would say. Now for the key features, this is 80 plus gold efficiency for reduced heat generation and energy consumption, supports the latest ATX 2.52 standard with improved startup time and transient load response, DC to DC design for more precise electrical output and full compatibility with modern components, fully modular design. This reduces clutter and gives you nicer cable management, temperature control dynamic series, 140mm fan specifically customized for this power supply that uses extra low minimum speed, premium Japanese 105 Celsius capacitors on the primary side for enhanced reliability and durability, compact 150mm depth which easily fits compact spaces, allowing extra headroom for cable management, and you also get backed for 7 years of warranty. Of course, the power supply also has a full electrical protection suit, which includes overpower protection, overvoltage protection, short circuit protection, undervoltage protection, overcurrent protection and over temperature protection. So basically we have a quite nicely designed power supply. Even though it's 80 plus gold power supply, is definitely something more than that. So let's check the prices. For the US you have the $79.99 for the 550 watts, $89.99 for 650 watts, 750 watts is $99.99, and 850 watts is $109.99 MSRP. The same prices go for the European market, it's just in euros. So let's check out the cables and see what we got here. We got definitely loads of cables. So we have one PCI Express slot with two headers going to your graphic card. We have the 24 pin. We have another PCI Express cable with two headers again going to your graphic card. One 8-pin EPS cable which isn't separated, so this is specifically for the 8-pin. Then we have another PCI Express with two headers. What else we got? We got another EPS, but this is 4+4 connection. Molex with 3 headers, and we got here SATA, which has, let's see, I need to unwrap this one up because you have more than one cable, of course, but let's check that out. So you have two cables with 4 on each connection side for your SATA connectivity. So with this device that I have right here, we're going to test this is the universal ATX power supply tester that is going to be connected with 8-pin EPS, Molex 8-pin PCI Express cable and 24-pin. You just connect all these cables to this device, connect the power supply, and you turn it on. Of course, if there's going to be a problem, the device will automatically show error on all the connections, or if it is everything correct, it will state the voltage on each cable. So just by clicking the switch, we have everything here. So it shows 24-pin PCI Express, CPU and Molex, and we're basically I have to plug it in, and here we go. So the plus 5 volts is actually 5.0, plus 12 volts is 11.8, plus 3.3 volts is 3.2, minus 12 volts is 12.1, well basically minus 12.1, 5 volts SB is 5.0, and PG is 173. So according to everything, this is quite alright, and it really does go very precisely when it comes to the voltages that needs to push to your PC. Of course, there are more precise power supplies that go exactly 5 volts and 12 volts and 3.3 volts and all the other stuff, but taking into consideration that we have a high quality power supply right here with a really affordable price, 850 watts fully modular power supply, very flexible cables without those I would say thick bandages. They aren't bandages, but I'm just calling them like that because they really look strange and you can't bend the cables like this. They are all slim, as you can see, and all colored in black, so you can reroute them nicely, hide them very precisely, and even the 24-pin cable is quite flexible. So all the cables are easily manageable, quite flexible, black painted and thin. I mean, they're all nicely designed. So this is something, if you can't currently afford custom sleeved cables or extenders, you can always go with these because they're very easy to be hidden. And I've done a couple of builds with the power supply, well basically with the Ion Plus. I haven't done a build yet with the Ion Gold, but Ion Plus has the same cables, the same design, flexible, durable of course, and nice thin design as well, and I managed to hide them quite nicely, and it's quite cool. And the best thing about it, they're so flexible that you can hide them in your power supply shroud and place extenders on them. So guys, I mean, if you're looking for let's say affordable power supply, 650, 750 watts, I think Ion Gold would be definitely something that you really should look at. And this is quite cool because fully modular, cool design. I think even though it doesn't have an RGB fan, you could, if you have a cutout and it's visible on this side, it looks really nice, slick, especially with the Fractal Design cases that really look outstanding as well. So guys, thank you for watching today's video. We had the Fractal Design ION GOLD 850 watts fully modular power supply. You have 550, 650 and 750, and of course I'm going to place the links below for all of them. So check them out. Of course, the prices you already know for the US and for the EU market, and leave a comment, write your thoughts about the power supply, or are you aiming for something different, or whatever you think about it. Click the thumbs up button and subscribe for future content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Bye bye.